Hi guys, how you doing? This is your favorite person in the world, Caribbean Queen of Real Estate. I am in Georgetown, Guyana, hanging out at the Marriott. It's a beautiful, beautiful location, should we say. But what is more important is that I'm out here today speaking with the lovely Miss Stacy and Ambassador. Please pronounce your name because I hate messing up people's name. So pronounce it for them so that they can get it correctly.
Okay, the correct way is Djoken. He is spelled G-U-Y, but nobody should say guy. Okay?
So I'm with Ambassador Djoken and Miss Simon-Mollison. Now Stacy is in the Guyana market right now. She's large as it relates to diaspora engagement and getting people to come to Guyana to invest in this beautiful country of ours. But I'm going to have her just introduce herself and tell you a little bit about why she's here, and I'm going to have the ambassador do the same thing also, so they can share as the ways and how they can make this beautiful country of ours even better. So I'm going to let Stacy speak for a second.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. As Karis say, I'm Stacy out of Atlanta by the way of Guyana.
Yes.
I was born in Guyana and grew up in New York, and then I live in Atlanta now. 2 years ago, I came back to Guyana and got involved in starting a business here. I'm actually here because I came to help to facilitate the International Decade of People of African Descent Summit, which is a forum that brings experts and local people together to discuss ways in which they could develop people of African descent all across the globe. They had the conference here in Guyana as a way to encourage, promote, and help the Guyanese people look at opportunities where they can help to develop each other here in the country. And so it's been an awesome experience. I think that I didn't realize that there were so many Guyanese here that were so conscious about helping each other. One of the things, I was responsible for the Business and Finance Roundtable, and I'm very pleased to say that one of the tenets that came out of this, and we started this movement in Atlanta, and I want to thank particularly the Guyana Association of Atlanta, who were so enthused, so encouraged to have me start a Destination Guyana Now Diaspora Engagement Project. And the Guyana Association, you guys inspired me. You made me so proud. I like fell back in love with my Guyanese people because I think I was misinformed about our people wanting to come back. We hear so much about brain drain. You know, everybody, all the Guyanese people are out of Guyana. And I want to thank Donald Trump. The reason I want to thank Donald Trump is because he did something that other people were unable to do. He made us so aware and so conscious of the fact that we have a homeland, we have some place to go. And for the first time ever, there's a consistent conversation about coming back home, about looking at where you're from and seeing opportunities instead of deficiency, and understanding that there's a segment of the United States that doesn't encourage immigrants to come in. So I think that this is an opportunity for Guyanese in the diaspora to really make an investment back in your homeland. If it is that you're not ready to move back home, I just say that it's time to come visit, look at opportunities. I'm so proud of what my girlfriend Karis is doing, being able to come back into this community and in such a short space of time create a super conscious movement about home ownership here in Guyana. She has created something that the Guyanese people should be so proud of: accessibility to housing and access to the financing to gain housing. So Karis, I just want to say I'm proud of you. This summit has helped me to really stay focused on that diaspora engagement movement. And watch out, diaspora, I'm coming to get you, to bring you back home and invest in your country. I want you.
There you go. You heard her. You heard her loud and clear. But you know how the time span, and you guys, your attention span is so short these days. We want to turn it over to Ambassador, and we're going to have him tell us about why he came to Guyana and how what he's doing through the UN could benefit a movement that our lovely friend over here, Stacy, is pushing. So go ahead, Ambassador.
Thank you so much. This is an amazing opportunity. You know, what am I doing here in Guyana? 1,000 miles away from home. Yes, it's a dream come true, actually. I remember. Okay, I'd like first of all to introduce myself in a very simple way. I'm a Cameroonian by birth. I was born in Cameroon. I'm a U.S. citizen by nationality, but more importantly, I am a Pan-Africanist.
There you go.
And when say Pan-Africanist, it transcends boundaries. Okay, and I do know that we have, and the last couple of days, I've met a lot of Pan-Africanists here. So somehow, somewhere, I feel at home here, even though it's my first time to come to Ghana. So the United Nations has decided that it was about time that the race that brought civilization to the world, talking about people from African descent, it was about time that something is done to make sure that they are not sold like we've seen recently in Libya. The people of African descent that have suffered from injustices that nobody can think of. I'm talking about people that are sometimes take us for granted. Now, we went through some of the most horrible things that human being could handle and still be up the way our people are. So the United Nations decided to have 10 years, the decade for people of African descent, 2015, 2024. That decade is supposed to get the whole world to start looking at the contribution of people of African descent. To look at ways in which, hopefully by 2024, the end of the decade, people have realized that, guess what? You could be African and proud. Okay? To realize that people of African descent have achieved more than many think can't remember. Okay? We go back to the civilization, Egyptian civilization and others. Okay? So I want to seize this opportunity to thank the country, the Guyana, for hosting this first summit here, bringing all the experts, people of African descent, to come here in the land and spend 4 days thinking about this. So that's how it came. First of all, where our people are, where we are to be, and how to get there. Okay, so that's kind of the theme of the conference. So of course we went through that, and I had to do a presentation on how we are to get there. And that was a presentation that during that I did mention something that Tracy found interesting, because I've been, as I may have so many titles: ambassador, executive director of UNESCO, Center for Peace, president of the US Federation, but the title that I carry is that I'm a social justice activist.
There you go.
Okay? Human rights activist. And as a human rights activist coming from Africa, that's been ridiculed, and wondering what are some of the ways that we as people could turn the page and make sure that our people are so proud. Of course, you have economic is one of the most important things, because if someone is hungry, don't come and tell me about human rights. Don't come and tell me about anything else, okay? Yes, you need to be able to feed yourself, and that pride that we lost will come first of all for you. That's why I commend you, because when she was telling me about the work that you are doing, this country, oh my God, we need sisters like that everywhere across the globe. And the problem of Africa, the same problem you are facing here in the Caribbean. Yes, as together we will get there. So I did my presentation, and during my presentation, I brought out a project that's still kind of secret. Okay? But this is the first place I'm talking about this. Okay? Because when you look at the challenges that we are facing, the solution, the proposition I'm bringing, okay, we are going to work together to make it happen, is that there need to be a worldwide institution that I call Activists Without Borders.
There you go. Okay. I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
So,
Activists
again,
Without Borders.
And this
you
is the
hear
first
that?
time you're hearing this. I wasn't even ready to bring it out here, but somehow Ghana is a place where we are launching it.
Yes.
And why actually? Because for countries, okay, to be self-sustained, we need the activists. I taught the history of slavery in the United States. President of the NAACP, the National Association of the Advancement of Colored People, for over 11 years. For those who don't know what the NAACP stands for, it's an organization that actually is credited for helping the U.S. become what it is today by putting an end to the Jim Crow era, the segregation.
Yeah.
So in 1909, a bunch of people, W.E. Du Bois, among others, came together and said, we need to end this slavery. We need to end this discrimination. So they founded an organization, okay? And through that organization, some of the biggest achievements, okay, came to see. You heard about Brown versus Board of Education. That ended segregation in the U.S. The Civil Rights Act and all those things. Rosa Parks, we are all proud of her. She was the secretary of the NAACP. So that's the movement that was created, and it took them 100 years. But in 2008, can you imagine this? 1908 was founded in 2008. As 100 years later, the first black president was sworn in the United States.
Yes.
So look at it.
Yeah.
So when I saw how our brothers and sisters in the United States were able to sustain that and able to get where they are today without, even despite lynching and all these things they've been through, I realized that it's very important to have activists, local, to be trained. And one of them is needed also because when you have activists trained, what has unfortunately happened in Egypt, where young people went there and had a victory, a revolution, a victory, toppled dictators, but unfortunately it was stolen. Because there was not afterthought. There was not a mechanism by which, what happened after the victory. Because we don't march, we don't picket because of that. Okay, so that's something that I was here sharing with our brothers and sisters, and I hope the movement is really. I run a UNESCO Center for Peace, whose mission, and I say it slowly so that you can understand, because sometimes people say my accent is, I speak fast. The mission of my organization is to help raise a new generation of peacemakers that are going to strive to make the culture of peace a commodity of everyday life through education, science, culture, and communication.
There you go.
So I reached out to the Ghanaian government with two ideas. One of them to help create the Model United Nations program. Because the Model UN is an institution that through which young students learn how international institutions are. They step in the shoes of an ambassador and they debate issues, not the way what they think, but how decisions are made at the UN. So you see young people, they learn how things are done over there so that they will have the tools to, and their turn, to be able to resolve some of these issues. So in a nutshell, the second project was to create what I call social entrepreneurship competition. Just a very short idea where we are going to ask Ghanaians from everywhere. If you have any idea of creating a business, send us 2-page document. A 2-page document. We are going to go through them and select 10. Those 10, we are going to teach them what a business plan is all about. After they learn how to do a business plan, it's okay, the idea you have now, convert them into a business plan. Once they have the business plan, we select 5 out of those. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to call with the government and ask all the companies that operate here to say, okay, there's something called corporate responsibility. We create a fund where all of them put a small amount of money. And we are going to look for other people also to put a small amount in. So the 5 we choose, we go on TV. I'm sure what I see here know that you will be someone who will be able and willing to do something like that. Where we create a buzz. We are going to have their 5 people are going to come on TV and defend their project. Okay?
I like that.
And when they defend their project, we are going to pick one. And the one we are going to pick as a laureate, we are actually going to work with them to help create that company here together.
There you go.
Okay, so that's another project I submitted to the Vice President, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And I also talk about that to the Ministry of Communication that where we met yesterday. We had a wonderful time. So these are the 2 projects that I have on hand, and then I'm so happy to be here. Now I call Guyana home. Thank you.
Thank you. Like we're just clapping for all these things that you do, right? So this is amazing, right? So I just want to wrap this up now, guys. This wonderful little segment was brought to you guys courtesy of Fabulous Homes International. Our goal is to put 5,000 wonderful families in a beautiful home by 2020, and we are on a mission to make that happen. Now that we have help. You say like we're gonna have loads of help, right?
Definitely.
But it's not just about that 5,000. We know we can scale to 50,000 people, all right? Because there's a way to get you guys to your home if you're committed enough and, you know, driven enough to get there. And I'm gonna have my wonderful friend Stacy just say a little piece before we just end this. But I appreciate you guys.
My pleasure.
For sharing it with me. Just have Stacy, whatever you can do from your end through your diaspora engagement, hey, give them a couple more words and then we can just wrap this up.
So it's important, I think Ambassador Djoken talked about entrepreneurship development. So that's something that's really important to us. So we're going to be starting projects here doing entrepreneurship development, particularly creating women business enterprise project so that we could work specifically on helping women entrepreneurs to learn how to start a business, manage a business, and sustain a business. So I'm really looking forward to more than just bringing people from the diaspora, but really engaging with local content and helping to rebuild this community. Thank you so much, Guyanese people, for showing up and showing out. I love you guys.
Well, thank you so much, Ambassador, just for taking. I know I really stole you.
No. Actually, I love to be stolen for great causes. Great causes, people can always count on me.
So there you go. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, guys. Bye from now from the Marriott at Georgetown. Bye-bye.